Former NFL star Steve Smith Sr. is being sued for $100K by a man who alleges Smith had an affair with his wife, ultimately destroying their marriage. God dang. Okay, so anyone that isn't aware of this former NFL football player, he was a wide receiver on the Panthers and the Ravens.
Yo, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you been my wife, bro. What you gotta say for yourself?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Okay, so right off the bat, this is the husband of the wife that Steve slept with. So let's see what's going on here. It's like people do weird stuff, bro. Why are you recording it? How did it get leaked on social media? Like, why are you recording you out here looking foolish? Like, why are you recording your L's? Homie is literally recording his L's. Someone smashed your wife and you recording the conversation like, bro, you're really effed up here, man. You effed my wife, man. Like, what's going on? You're recording your most vulnerable moment as a man. Like, god dang, bro. Hold on to your nuts at least. Hold on to your dignity. Don't record this and let it out.
You knew she was married. You're not a idiot, man. You're Steve Smith Sr. What kind of dumb shit was that? Why are you quiet, man? Be a man.
Bruh, just keep cursing. I'm gonna be honest, I hate profanity, chat. It's like out of all the words in the English language, you can't use a real word. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even the best wordsmith out there. I mispronounce words all the time, but I am not finna say any cuss words. Steve, say something, Steve. Come on, Steve.
You're a man, bro. All that shit you do on TV, all that talking you do to other.
All right, he keep cussing, man. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, so my wife works for the March Ravens. She met Steve Smith at work. Steve Smith has been effing my wife. I got receipts. These men are literally acting like females. The roles has been reversed, chat. This is what females do. Get cheated on, you catch something, and then you go ahead out, try to expose your husband for cheating on you or your man for cheating on you. He's doing the same behaviors. And think about it. When you take on the woman's way of thinking, you take on the woman's way of acting, because influence creates thinking and thinking creates behavior. So somewhere in his life, probably void of a masculine father and taking on his mother's way of thinking and behaviors, is that, just me psychoanalyzing this, is that currently how he's acting is feminine. It's how chicks act, right? Which would make me assume that, well, if he's the one that got cheated on as a male, well, his chick really wasn't into him. And if he has these screenshots and stuff like that, he was doing all of this digging. Like he was playing the role of the chick and she was playing the role of the man, meaning wanting quantity. He was playing the role of the chick, only wanting her. So the whole dynamic is all messed up. And when the roles are reversed like that, women will fully abuse the leadership role. They'll go ahead out there and cheat on you, and have no remorse and be like, well, Billy, well, you weren't really, there for me. Women to make up some weird story. Like you wasn't emotionally there. No, he was there. He was just not a man. He was another chick and you ain't like him. So you got a more masculine man. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit more. So it says he's facing $100K plus lawsuit after man accused him of having an affair with his wife who was in the Ravens marching band. Oh, she was in the Ravens marching. Oh man, homie out here clapping everything. Homie's a villain. Steve is a villain. Listen, man, he done clapped something in a marching band. He said, forget the cheerleaders. Matter of fact, he already probably ran through the whole cheerleading squad and he was like, you know what? I want to get something from the band. I want to get the chick from the band that's playing the drums. So I could then beat her drum. God dang. Steve out here really being the villain. And you know what? He is morally unethical, but I'll give my opinions about it a little later, but let's get back into the information. The legal battle involves claims under the rare alienation of affection law, with screenshots and video of a confrontation shared online. The woman's husband posted messages on X accusing Smith of an affair. The man reportedly called Smith and confronted him over the alleged affair. Smith reportedly responded by repeatedly saying, "I'm sorry," during the call. Now, once again, we don't know how true this is because people do a lot of things for clout. So you always got to be very mindful when reacting to content and doing enough research. You can do a whole lot of research, but then you'll see that, oh, this person just was lying for clout. They made up this imaginary story just to get some attention. Trust me, females do it all the time. We see them on TikTok just making up a whole lot of lies. See them on Instagram making up a whole lot of lies. And once again, I said chicks do this. Once again, this man, her husband, he adopted the mind of a chick. This is why he's doing it. What else does it say here? Smith can be sued under North Carolina's alienation of affection thing. So you can really get sued by someone if you smash somebody's wife. Think about this, right? The law puts no accountability on the woman. Maybe sue your wife. Maybe put the blame on a woman because you're not in a relationship with the alleged man that smashed your wife. Not only that, it was consent where the woman wanted it. She's the one that stepped out of the relationship and sought out another man. So to the woman's husband that's calling Steve, why are you calling this other man when you should be at home dealing with your woman? Don't be calling no other men because your woman stepped out on you. If we're speaking about the nature of the man, the carnal nature of the man, he adhered to every carnal nature, right? We're not saying that it's morally good for sleeping with a man's wife. No, that's adultery and stuff like that. Yeah, that's not good. But at the end of the day, if your wife steps out, homie, she just ain't for you. She for the streets. So that's what you can expect. So instead of blaming the man, put the blame on your wife. But you're such a simp that even when your wife steps out on you and allows another man to dominate her, you look at it like, oh, baby, I love you. Let me call Steve. Steve, why did you sleep with my wife? Come on, man. You have all this riches and money, man, former NFL player. Like, come on, man. Like, leave the average guy. She's in band, man. Go after the cheerleaders. Go after the models. Why are you talking to a chick that's in band? I know her husband like, God, Steve, it's all your fault. Meanwhile, no, it ain't Steve's fault. Steve went ahead and executed the mission that most men would execute. It's your wife's fault for getting her cheeks clapped. Oh, man. You know what? Clap on, Steve. Clap on. What the heck? Yeah, I hope, he doesn't have to pay any fine. And what does he say? 100K? Hope he doesn't have to pay no. Like, think about it. If you smash someone's chick and you got to pay 100K, like, what is the world coming to? Like, why am I being fined? Your chick should be fined. Divorce her, move on. Like, what? Why does the man suffer so many consequences for the woman's actions? What? Yo, it doesn't make sense. I hope this isn't true. I don't know. I'm not, a lawyer or anything like that. So if we have any lawyers in the chat and see if he can actually be convicted and have to pay a 100K fine for smashing another man's wife, please let me know if this is true. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.